Knock knock. Who's there? Count Strahd. Don't invite vampires into your house. Great title. What's up everybody, it's Q-Mono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis, Dumono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis, Drumono ultrascopic volcanoconiosis here. Welcome to another DnDGreentext video. I at least deserve to tell you to smash the like button for reading that name, right? And yeah, without any further ado, enjoy the video. PC parents. An orphan girl has been placed into the care of your party. Can your party properly handle this? I don't think so. The barbarian and fighter would put her into dangerous situations. The sorcerer might teach her to play with fire. The warlock will most likely trade her soul for more power. The rogue is most likely the reason she is an orphan. Why do you not have a cleric or even a paladin in your party? I'm sure one of those two could handle actually caring for someone. You forgot the telepath, who knows she is some elder evil and no one believes him. Thus, he keeps trying to kill her off, but fails every time. What the fuck is a telepath? I assume it's a custom class, but I haven't heard of that. Also, like, if he's actually a telepathic communicator or whatever and he has the power of knowing she's evil, how would it be possible for the party to not believe him? Like, what? Tales from Adventurers League. The Paladin's Dilemma. What's your favorite mundane item? Rope, because then I know I'll always have a way out. I actually once did this in one of my games, playing Lawful Good Paladin in an Adventurers League game. I developed my character to be a righteous person who was morally righteous and would rather kill himself than harm an innocent person. The DM was annoyed by this and would usually rant about how he felt my paladin was simplistic and boring. Anytime I would make a moral decision that was well within my character, the DM would sarcastically respond with, "Wow, that was unexpected." I would usually brush his comments off. One session, we got a mission where we had to rescue some kids who were kidnapped by hags. We inevitably tracked down their hideout to a hut in a dark forest. As soon as we arrived, we took out two of the hags who were outside the hut. We then entered the hut and faced off against the last hag. After a grueling battle, I managed to decapitate the hag. I decided to take its head as proof that we killed the hags. However, when we went to set the children free, they started screaming and crying. When I asked what was wrong, they pointed to the head and said, "You killed our mother!" At first, I thought the kids were either enchanted or brainwashed into thinking that one of the hags was their mother, as a way for the hags to control them. I was soon proved wrong when the DM outright told me, "Nope, that was their mother, you just killed an innocent woman." When I asked him why he did this, he responded with, "I felt it would spice up your character a bit." Part of me wanted to leave after hearing this, but I decided that I wanted to prove a point to him, so I decided to stay. After we collected our rewards, the party wanted to go to the tavern, but I told them that I was tired and decided to go to the inn. When the morning came, the party wondered where I was. They soon found my character hanging from a noose in his room. On his body read a note saying, "I am no better than the monsters I smite." I then said, "Wow, that was unexpected." Well, that was a bit unexpected, I think. Reminds me of that, this bloodthirsty monster who killed 3 of your party members didn't actually intend to harm you, so your god strikes you down for killing it story. Yeah, that was in a story not too long ago, so I would assume that you guys also remember that story. That's when you resign from serving to your god and hack the monster into some more pieces just in case. Party from hell. What's the glue that holds your party together? What's stopping it from splitting up? In order to answer this, I need to discuss my party. The barbarian and the fighter are married, but they argue and fight constantly. The only reason they do is because they are both sadomasochists who get off on pain and violence. The sorcerer is an uncontrollable pyromaniac who enjoys lighting everything on fire and is only happy when something or someone is being bathed in fire. The rogue is an antisocial murderer who has the tendency to kill anyone he feels deserves it and takes joy in gutting every single one of his victims. The warlock, although the most controlled of the group, is using the other members of his party as a way to spread the word of his patron and, in doing so, allows him to gain power so he can eventually take over the realm. Everyone hates one another, and if it was under any other circumstances, they would kill each other. The only thing that prevents that is the threat of mutually assured destruction. Also, the steady supply of gold. Don't forget about the gold, probably the most important part. Jesus, are you the GM or one of the assholes? I'm the GM. The whole idea of this party was to make the worst people imaginable and have them group up to fight monsters and bad guys. Although it sounds like a nightmare, it is without a doubt the most entertaining group I've had in a long time. I can't wait for the next session. Come on, you can't make a plot twist like that, dude. Like, that's just not fair. You can't just present your party like the biggest bunch of assholes and then let everyone know that it's actually part of the plan. Built-in character interactions. As long as all the players are committed towards making this work, this sounds like an entertaining dynamic. It's almost like if the Always Sunny crew were D&D characters and somehow even bigger assholes. The gang murder hobos a village. The pooping machete. How often do monsters attack your player characters when they're pooping in the woods? Random monsters do not roam in the king's woods as a result of his strong and virtuous rule. This is the only time monsters attack my players. Constantly. Group now makes bathrooms whenever they set up camp. Clear an area of brush within 10 feet of the tent. Dig a hole. Set a tent up to cover the hole. Have a pooping machete inside the tent. A strict upgrade over the poop knife. Adds poison damage. Where do you think the assassin gets their poison? Why is it so hard for people to actually learn their class? I had an arcane trickster player, still not even know how spell slots work, and we're at 5th level. And if I hear one more player ask what the proficiency bonus is, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, so I rolled to hit? Rolls the d8. No, you have to roll the d20. Oh, and I add the d8. Thankfully, the other players are significantly more competent. What does Moonbeam do again? The guy who has been playing a druid for 1+ years in an ongoing campaign. To be fair, Moonbeam is oddly complicated. Yeah, we were all relatively new to the game, a first-time DM and one player who DM'd one-shots in the past out of 7 people, when our druid used it for the first time, and we thought it dealt damage to each enemy it passed over when moving it, since it had entered the beam. That was insane damage, like 80 per turn for the druid at level 3. By next session, we had searched for how it really worked, so no more free damage, but damn were those goblins I imagine it was like a fucking laser from the sky, just causing mayhem and destruction. Hen in the Fox House. What poor decision making has popped up in your games? Just started the game on Discord. No one else bothered to ask the GM for any details about the campaign setting or story. It takes place in an area that was plagued by demons and fiends/devils for ages, and just recently got rid of them. So I made a Watcher Oath Paladin. One of the other players made a tiefling. Rest of the party are travelers and fine with her. Whole town wants to kill her. Her horns alone would sell for 2000 gold. My character wants to kill her because of oath and backstory. Trying to be nice because I've met this player IRL and I honestly think that she is a little slow. If I had anyone else to play with. My character wants to kill her because of oath and backstory. This is what your character would do? Dude, come on. This is really what his character would do. Like, that's not usually the case, maybe, but this is a good excuse this time, right? This is reminiscent of a 5th edition game that was very short-lived, where the DM lore dumped us the setting as a grim dark fantasy, where there was a classical human superiority thing going, with all other races being looked down upon and belittled, some straight out persecuted, and there was one true god that the humans worshipped, with all the other worships seen as heretical. So the party ended up the Shadar-kai Old God's Warlock, the Dragonborn Storm Sorcerer who worshipped some sea god very adamantly and loudly, a drow Chaotic Stupid Rogue, the Repenter Blood for the Blood Gods Goliath Barbarian, and me, the Human Cleric, the only human in the party. We were supposed to be loyalists to the current regime who wanted to weed out cultists who were popping up, though not quite 40k purge all Xenos and heretics. Did not last long. Yeah, I can't see why would that happen, like, wow, that party didn't last? What a plot twist! So, the party wanted to be rebels, and the DM wanted you to be enforcers. Yeah, I figured that was what everyone else might have been going for, but all the discussion previous to it was, yeah, this sounds fun, yeah, the regime. Then they showed up with a rogues gallery of, totally not the regime. I understand if you want to be rebels, but you can't say, hell yeah, regime, then try to flip the script session 1, with no prior chat with the DM, or your totally confused cleric who has been left out of the loop. There probably should have been more DM oversight at character creation. I've got a great knock-knock joke, but someone else got to start it. Knock knock. Who's there? Count Strahd. Don't invite vampires into your house. Great title. I had to read it after the story because otherwise I think it would have spoiled it. Be lost in the woods at night, pursued by a vampire. Find old, abandoned, dilapidated shack. Make myself at home. Loudly declare, "This is nice. I think I'll move in." Vampire appears out of the fog just outside the busted, rotten front door. My face when. Alright, let's move on to comment review. 3 jalapenos for turning into a dragon? Mexican music intensifies. Come on, dude. Us non-Mexican people can handle some jalapenos from time to time, alright? Some more often than others. In response to the jalapenos, I'm a silver dragon. Bring me the mints. See, that makes it a bit too easy now and it's not fun anymore for the DM to abuse you. Unless, I don't know, unless it's like some overly strong mint that's painful or annoying to have in your mouth. Warlock getting power from abortions? Seems like spawn camping to me. Please ban. I don't think spawn camping is bannable in D&D, but yeah, dude, fuck them spawn campers. God damn it, go away. Can't play the damn game without camping, Jesus. Your sword is now a noodle. I'm already subscribed. I hit the like button. Please unnoodle me, Skitter Fritter. I have a battle in 2 hours. This was posted 4 days ago. Yeah, I hope the battle went well. I hope the rest of the team carried you. Please let me know you're fine. Scataday. I remember the time I casted Stone Skin in Pathfinder, and the party member asked if he could mine me for minerals. What the fuck? That's amazing. Did he do it? Did he mine you? I can now imagine a character that is obsessed with mining and doesn't really understand magic or whatever, like doesn't know what stone skin does or something, and just starts mining you when he sees that, like super excited that he's gonna find gold. Alright, that was it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you did and subscribe for more if you haven't already. Big thank you to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon, really appreciated. Link below if you want to check it out, or on the screen there's a link to the Patreon. Also links below if you want to check out the subreddit and the Discord server. And yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you next time. Have a great day, bye!